in this tournament, VRS is being debuted. And I actually think it might be a slight improvement on VAR. That means that there's less technology involved, and each team gets 3 reviews that can only be used by the manager. You have to give a blue card or something to the 4th official to indicate you want to use a review. This don't make sense to me, this. This is stupid. Mexico have used that to break up Brazil's rhythm there. That was a tactical review they've gone for. Hello, football fans. Day 3 here in Santiago, Chile. It is absolutely glorious here today, and I'm delighted to say we've got 2 more games of football to watch. We're off to Estadio Nacional again. First up, we're going to be watching Morocco take on Spain. Morocco, who we saw at Chan in Kenya, really good technical team, taking on Spain, who we saw in Bratislava, and again, the kings of tiki-taka, a really, really good technical team. I think that's going to be a good game. Wonder kids all over the place, especially from Spain. But you'll notice I've got my Brazil shirt on, and that's because today we're supporting Brazil. They are taking on Mexico. Sorry, Mexico friends. We do have some Brazil fans, Flamengo fans that have commented on the channel. I know you're out there. So hey, the numbers spoke, and I've sided with Brazil today. They're going to be taking on Mexico. I think that's going to be an interesting game as well. Clearly Brazil, they're going to have a ton of wonder kids that we can look out for, and I'll mention some names later. But also Mexico, after taking their eye off the ball recently, they've kind of reinvested in youth. They put some rules in place in their domestic league to make sure that youth gets a chance. I was there a year or so ago. I think this is going to be another good game. What the turnout's going to be like, I don't know, but we'll see anyway. Let's get out there, let's get a pre-gamer, and let's go watch some more football. You wouldn't deny a guy a pre-gamer, would you? Ooh. Oh, that's a good one. I had a little look at the Spain squad. One player stood out for me, Iker Bravo. So he's already got his move to Udinese, playing regularly for them and scoring goals. I think he could be a player to look out for. He was definitely the one that seemed to be playing at the highest level of everyone in the Spain squad. Lots of players from the usual Spanish teams, Villarreal, Sevilla, Barcelona, Real Madrid. They're going to be very good technically, like they always are. Just walking to the ground now, and I have noticed a few people around in Brazil shirts. I don't expect it to be a packed house like the Chile game last night, but I think there could be a few Brazil fans there, or at least, look, everybody kind of loves Brazil, don't they, if you're a football fan, because of the players that they've had. I did have a look at the Morocco squad. Othmane Mama, probably terribly pronounced that name, but he was the guy that stood out for me. He's recently moved to Watford. They do have a bit of a reputation for spotting talent and indeed hoarding talent. So let's have a look at him, see how he does. We're in again, football fans. We're here at the Estadio Nacional, and it looks like a decent turnout. I mean, 2 teams that you'd want to watch. Well, I think 4 teams that a football fan such as myself would want to watch today. But firstly, Morocco v Spain, a lot of neutrals here, a lot of, I guess, people with Spanish connections in the region. But they're up first against Morocco. Then we've got the other neutrals, the Brazil fans here. I've seen all sorts of different shirts, Flamengo, obviously the Brazil shirts, the Grêmio shirts Internacional. Yeah, so this is going to be good. Maybe a good turnout. And it's a warm one as well today, and I've got my traditional 4 layers on because it does get cold later.
Permanezcan de pie si pueden para escuchar el himno nacional de España.
Well, I don't know who this stadium announcer is, but he keeps addressing the crowd as football fans. Wonder where he got that from. Anyway, I've conceded, and I have now taken my layers off because it is absolutely roasting. And as you can see, behind me, the seats are empty here. I would say the stadium is maybe 10% full. Bit of a shame, but anyway, let's hope they put a good show on regardless. And there we go, we're underway at the Estadio Nacional, Spain taking on Morocco. Could Morocco lose again, like the last time I watched them? That would be very funny indeed. Early set-piece chance for Spain there, headed just wide. Worth noting, Spain are in their change strip of, what is it, it's like a yellowy green or something like that. Morocco are in their traditional red with green shorts. Game started as predicted. Two teams very capably, technically, moving the ball very quickly and very well. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. It's going to be quite a battle, this. Two teams playing exactly the same style. Well, another early chance for Spain there. Well cleared, to be honest. Spain corner. Morocco corner now. The lad on the left-hand side for them has started really well. Trouble in the Spain right back, but that corner was cleared easily. 30-minute checkpoint. It's still Morocco 0, Spain 0. It's a funny atmosphere, you know. Actually, it feels like a bit of a day at the cricket or something like that. You know, it's very quiet. Yeah, it's unusual, to be honest. I'm just sat here relaxing in the sun. Please wait for the update on the next video tomorrow, where I say that I'm sunburnt, because it's inevitable. The only thing that's different from the cricket is I'm having to make do with a little cup of roller cola here. No beer available, but we knew that anyway. Spain free kick. Have they got something clever up their sleeve here? Something a bit creative, a bit unusual. Once the referee's done with all his messing, of course, he has to interfere. Let's see if they've got something. The number 10's over it. Oh, a whisker away.
El descanso es Morocco 0, España 0.
There we go, he said it so I don't have to. 0-0 at half-time. Spain have been by far the better team. They had 4 or 5 good chances, hit the side netting, hit the roof of the net, skimmed the bar and stuff. I think they'll go on and win this. I really do. See what happens in the second half. Second half is underway. Let's see what Spain can do. Let's not rule out Morocco as well. Well, it was a lovely goal. Morocco 1, Spain 0. Yassine Zabiri with a lovely finish. It's come against the run of play. So this could really light a fire under Spain. Let's see how they respond. So the strange thing about that goal was we wasted probably a minute with a semi-automated offside review. God knows why. It was 3 yards onside. Why did we need to look at it over and over again? I watched it once. I could see it in real time that it was onside. Morocco have just scored again. It's 2-0 to Morocco. Wow, that is a shock. Morocco 2, Spain 0. This is an upset. Just whilst there is a little break in play, I wanted to touch on the VAR situation. In this tournament, VRS is being debuted. Ooh, Spain nearly scored. And that is, I guess, like DRS that was used in cricket or in tennis. And what happens is, and it trialled it last night, it was used last night for the first time, and I didn't know about it. And I read about it this afternoon, and I actually think it might be a slight improvement on VAR. Apparently VAR, there's limitations with it because of the price. The barrier to entry is too high for a lot of clubs. So they're going to offer up this VRS as a plan B, basically. And that means that there's less technology involved. And each team gets 3 reviews that can only be used by the manager. Now, initially I thought that sounds stupid, but actually if there is less VAR in the game now, then isn't that better? It means that only the manager can decide when a decision needs to be reviewed and not the referee. I don't know. I'm open-minded to that. What do you think, guys? Put something down in the comments below. Now, we saw this system at the Euros as well. Take a look. The Spain defenders are 10 yards inside the Morocco half here. They're going to play with a really high line now to try and force their way back into the game. It worked successfully against Romania. Let's see if it'll work again here. They have got, I would say, 20 minutes included added time to try and get a couple of goals back. We have got a Spain penalty. The referee gave it immediately, and the Morocco manager immediately jumped up and waved an imaginary card. So what you have to do for this VRS system, yeah, it's just come up on the screen, review request Morocco. So you have to give a blue card or something to the fourth official to indicate you want to use a review. The referee has now gone over to have a look at the screen. And it's just come up saying they're reviewing a penalty, which we knew anyway. Let's see what he's going to give. It took way too long. You can hear them jeering in the ground.
After review, doesn't commit foul. Player 18, no contact.
No penalty, he says. He announced it to the crowd as well. I'm not sure I like all this new modern stuff in football, but that was very interesting. Oh my word, no penalty Spain, and it's just come up on the screen, decision, no penalty. Spain keeping the pressure on here. It's still 2-0 to Morocco, 6 minutes of added time have been indicated. Spain better bloody hurry up here. They've been really, really poor in the second half, and that's poor as well. Morocco have defended superbly. Well, it's happened again. Spain have requested a review. I don't know what for. I think this is a component of this VRS that I would like added in. Surely they could at least tell you what they're looking at, whether they're saying there's a handball in there or something like that. It's come up on the screen, it says reviewing penalty. The ref's gone over to the screen again. I didn't see the Spain manager jump up, or I didn't see anything there. Let's see what happens.
After review, the player number 50 doesn't commit foul. Decision, not penalty.
Oh, I'm sorry, this doesn't make sense to me. Surely desperate managers are just trying their luck with this now. Is there a potential that this could be used to waste time if you're in a positive position as well? Yeah, I'm not sure I like this. There's 3 minutes of injury time to go. In fact, I don't like any aspect about VAR. There, I've nailed my colours to the mast right there. VAR, VRS, whatever it is. I don't want any of it in football. Spain have scored, but nope, it's offside. Now, can they review that? Can the Spain manager ask for that to be looked at? 10 seconds left, maybe. Spain corner. Oh, Morocco have dealt with that wonderfully again. But that was a poor ball at this stage of the game.
Semi-automated offside technology on the screen. La tecnología será automatizada. Donde fuera de juego.
Now there's an announcement coming out about semi-automated offside. I mean, the goal was already ruled out 10 minutes ago. I don't know why that needed to go on the screen.
Morocco 2, Spain 0. Yeah.
I know, I just said that. And Spain could be really disappointed with their second half. That was poor. They were the better team in the first half. Morocco took their chances in the second. Spain were poor. Don't go anywhere, because we've got Brazil-Mexico coming up next. Just stepped out to the concourse, bit of a change of scenery. Had a little look at the Brazil squads and the Mexico squads. Two names stood out for me as players I think we should keep an eye out for. David Washington is in the squad, the Chelsea man. He's already secured his move. I think he's been out on loan last year. He hasn't really hit the heights at Chelsea, but at 19, still got plenty of time left in his career. The other one that really jumped out at me for Mexico was Gilberto Mora from Tijuana. This lad has just turned 16 years old. I don't know whether he's going to start or not, I've been told, even on the FIFA website, it says he is the guy to look out for. Let's see. Hopefully he plays. It'd be great to see, wouldn't it? Bit of a crowd gathering outside now as well. Loads of Mexicans arriving. People have gone out from the stands as well to get their kind of interval hamburguesa. Well, David Washington is on the bench. The 16-year-old from Mexico, Gilberto Mora, starts in midfield as number 11. So let's keep an eye on him, see how he does. By the way, I think the Brazilian national anthem is one of my all-time favourites.
Permanezcan de pie si pueden para escuchar el himno nacional de México.
And there we go, Brazil gets underway. Well, if you listen, there's Mexican music playing. And that means one thing, Mexico are 1-0 up. And it was the little young man, number 11, that I said was the star for Mexico. He put a lovely cross in, the 16-year-old no less. Big towering centre forward, got a header on it. The Brazil keeper did well, but it bounced straight out to a Mexican player who just blasted it in. 1-0 Mexico, game on. Well, in the midst of a Mexican wave, appropriately, the game got stopped, and it got stopped in open play, which I don't agree with either. And the Mexico manager, I think, has asked for a review. I'm just going to see. So they're reviewing a penalty. It must be a Mexico one because it happened in the Brazil box. I didn't see what happened. I don't like the fact that they stopped open play as well like that, and nobody really knows what's going on. Right, so it was the Brazil manager that had called it on. They've reviewed it, and no penalty. It was a Mexico potential handball. He said it was in a natural position, whatever the hell that means nowadays, but no penalty. I'm not sure I like this, and I said about 2 hours ago I think I might like it. Nah, not for me, all this. And it was a hell of a goal. I'm just watching the replay now. It broke to a lad on the edge of the box. Didn't it think twice? Left foot, leathered it into the bottom corner. Hell of a strike. You don't often see goals like that in modern football anymore. Half time. Mexico 1, Brazil 1. Brazil scored a spectacular goal, but Mexico were the better team. The two wide lads have played really well. My man Mora in midfield's done really well. Mexico have mixed it so tough with the Brazilian team that are much physically stronger and more powerful. It could be a good second half ahead. I think there's more goals in this. Famous last words, of course. Second half underway. Mexico get us started. Brazil need to up the pace in this second half. Mexico putting the pressure on again. Given the size differential in the two teams, I'd be surprised if Mexico were going to get anything off a set play. Going to have to try and work something more rather than just whipping it into the box, which is what they've done. They've given it to Moore a short. See if he can work a bit of magic. That's a lovely cross. Oh! That guy has got magic in his feet, that 16-year-old. Well, we're on the 70-minute time check, and apart from that wonderful goal that Brazil scored, Mexico have completely outplayed them. They've been better all over the pitch. Brazil have done nothing in this game. They deserve to lose it. I don't know whether they can make a couple of subs to change things. Something needs to change. They've been dreadful. And just as I said Brazil have been dreadful, they go and hit the post.
The total attendance for this match is 11,828.
Well, there's something you don't see every day. Brazil scoring off a long throw-in. And I don't think they deserved it. They've been terrible. But that's football for you, isn't it? Mexico 1, Brazil 2. Oh, yes, 2-2. Would you believe it? Mexico scored off a set play. Good for Mexico because they have deserved that. The Mexican music's playing again. Yes, I've got my hood up because it's gone chilly again. I'm pleased for Mexico. They don't deserve to lose this game. They deserve that second goal. Good for them. And who'd have thought they'd have scored it off a set piece? 6 minutes of added time. My guy David Washington is on for injury time. Can Brazil find a winner? Well, the goalkeeper took a heavy whack there off the Brazil striker. I think the ball was there to go for. There's no argument about that. But the Mexico bench has asked for that to be looked at and considered as a red card. The referee has gone over to the monitor. He's taking a look right now.
After on-field review, number 20 didn't commit a serious foul play. The leg is not flat and is not full contact. Final decision, no red card.
This don't make sense to me, this. This is stupid. Mexico have used that to break up Brazil's rhythm there. That was a tactical review they've gone for. I don't like this idea. Now this will be last chance for Brazil. We're over the added time by a minute. Might as well just stick this in the box. And it's going to be the Roberto Carlos type figure, who was playing on the right-hand side, but that stocky build, he's going to put it in with his right foot here. He's been lively since he's come on. Good delivery! Oh, we nearly had a moment there. And that is game. What a great game.
Brazil 2, Mexico 2.
He's right, I don't have to say it. I enjoyed that game, it was a belter. Brazil were lucky to get away with that. They played quite badly. 2 goals out of nothing, really. Mexico, they'll be disappointed they didn't win it. Anyway, on to the next one. I'm desperate for some food. Let's go.